Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays and welcome back to another one. Yes, another Battle Pass. Wargaming have already said they are expecting to do a Battle Pass every single month. Now, this Battle Pass, we have the Magnus, the Gladiator tank, and it's basically an M6. It's very similar. I mean, look at the DPM difference. The M6 has 3 DPM more. It's like almost half a second more reload. Well, there's literally nothing in it. I don't even know. I mean, look, 8.19, but yet the M6 is 8.2, but yet the M6 has more DPM. Yeah, weird. Speed is a little bit more on the Magnus than the M6. It goes 38 kilometers an hour. However, the M6 goes 35 kilometers an hour. Pretty much everything else is very similar. You got the turret armor, which is slightly less, but the hull armor, which is slightly more. Now, to be honest, I've been enjoying the tank. If you like the T1 Heavy, the M6, you will like this. It is a good tank, not the best of Battle Pass tanks. But what I've done is I've played literally 3 battles in this tank, and I've recorded all 3 pretty much at the same time. So we're just going to skip a few. I love the way I love the look of the tank. It's okay with the obviously the Gladiator theme, sort of, it's not bad. Now, the gun is pretty good. The armor can be good, but it's not the best. You can be penned, so bear that in mind. It's not a T1 Heavy. The T1 Heavy in Tier 5 is just so good, but the M6 in Tier 6 in Tier 6 is not as good as the T1 Heavy. But you know, it's a big, heavy tank with lots of armor, a good gun. The speed on the thing outright is actually okay. I mean, look, we're going 40 kilometers an hour, 38. It's pretty good. However, the traverse on the tank is quite slow. And that's where sometimes if you get flanked, you do struggle with the medium tanks. And now, so this game, you can see there's quite a few medium tanks. So I want to be facing these guys as much as I can. It is pretty much one tank down. I want to go for that Nashorn here, but the tanks are coming from my left. And there goes, we do manage to bounce a KV2. We don't always bounce the KV2s. We are going to have a battle where he pens us really, really easily, frontally as well. So my team are dying at the minute, so I just need to back up. And this is where we're pretty much going to get penned. We do bounce the odd few here, but we're just getting absolutely torn apart. And there we get another bounce. There we don't. So far we have bounced 1200 damage. We've done all right. 1200 damage is basically our hit points that we have bounced. We've got ourselves 1600 damage. Spoiler alert, we are going to lose this game, and I could say it was my own fault. I did mess up in a bit. But at the moment, it is a 3 versus 5. There's still 3 medium tanks around, so they are pretty quick. We need to take care of them. And now I can see that the team behind me are going to take out my guy behind me. So I need to get the hell out of there. I need to relocate, reposition, and get into a position where I can use my armor and I can use my gun without being shot back. So I'm just going to wait for this STRV. Is he going to poke out? Yes, he is. He's actually a good player, TQ Sun. He goes back. He's still in the clan Turk, but he's been around a long time. That's if it is still. That's if it's still him using that account. But he's been around a very long time, an old friend of mine. But we do manage to take him out. So that there was a vital shot, and I somehow managed to bounce, and I really didn't want to bounce that. Now, we are winning on supremacy points. It's a 2 versus 2, but this is where I mess up. I mean, I should have just hid, you know. I should have hid behind my guy. But this is where I'm thinking, you know what? Both tanks are a one-shot. Surely this guy can do it. If he can take out the KV-1S, it's just going to take one shot for the Skoda, the new tank, to take out the KV2, and he bounces. But without backing up. I mean, look at it, 995. What the frick was he doing? 995 supremacy points, and he decides to push forward. Why? Why, oh why? Just pull back. but, you know, we lost the game. Never mind. So we're going to move on to the next game. Still pretty good damage. I do admit, for a tier 6 tank, it's not that bad. So here again, this I do mess up in a way because I decided to go right. My team was going, I mean, look at the minimap. My team have gone to the left side. I do have a TD behind, and I'm trying to cap C, but I'm trying to cap D, but I wanted to decap C before they get it. But I've just got absolutely torn apart, really. We have bounced a little bit. Imagine if I didn't bounce anything, then we would be literally like a one-shot now. Well, yeah, we would be a one-shot now. We would be on 3 HP. So we haven't really bounced too much, and we just put ourselves in a stupid position. But now is where we are going to start bouncing a few. So 640 block damage. Now the AC Sentinel is coming around. We do manage to get a bounce. We do manage to get a shot, and you can just see the traverse is not that great. And luckily for me, this icebreaker literally comes to save the day. He stops him getting around me, and we do manage to take him out. So that pushes us up to 1,000 damage. We've blocked 800 damage. So that blocking damage was actually vital. And now we do have the Skoda. We really want to take him out, and we do manage to get a high roll into him and take him out for our second kill, putting our damage now up to 1,360. Now we do have the Matilda Black Prince. I want to go for him because he's probably the only tank on the enemy team that I can possibly take a shot from. Well, definitely take a shot from. And somehow we managed to bounce that guy there. So now it just leaves 3 tanks. The SU-100 is down there, and the other 2 tanks, the Excelsior and whatever else tank there is there, which is the light tank, I think, they are to my left. So I wanted to try and get the shot on the SU, but he stopped backing up. So I now need to just try and focus on this Excelsior. I can potentially take a shot from him, but we're actually going to get into a position where we do manage to get that bounce. So that's basically it this game. We are going to poke forward, and we are going to get the Excelsior gone. So 960 block damage that game, and we do end up on 1,800 damage. So not bad for our second game in the tank. And as I've said, I haven't just played this for good footage. I've literally just played this 3 battles outright, and just to see how we get on. Now, one thing I have found that is the credit earnings is actually really, really good in this tank, like really good. So we're going to start our third and final battle now. And again, we are top tier. I do think this tank will struggle against those tier 7 tanks. In tier 5, I think it's going to be a really, really good tank. I definitely don't think it's the best battle pass tank that they have done. By far, the Agent is by far the best. It's kind of OP tank, where the others, they are pretty much very similar to their counterparts, whereas the Agent is just so much better than the VK2801. Everything else is pretty much on par with the same tank on the tech tree, or very close in front, or very close behind it. However, the Agent is just way in front of the VK. So we are starting our third battle. We've got 600 points at the moment, damage at the minute, and we do manage to get that block from the KV-1S. So we know he's on a long reload. The KV-1S has recently been buffed, so we do know that the reload time is a little bit less. So I am taking that into consideration. I am with our VK, our M6 as well, and we do manage to get another bounce. Now, because we've done that, we was able to poke forward, but some other person takes the KV-1S out. So they have 2 tanks down, we have 1, and now we see the AC Sentinel and the KV-2 trying to flank around. So I want to stop them in their path and hopefully try and take out the KV-2 as quick as possible. But the Sentinel was spotted first, so we do get the shot, and now we're just going to back up, and we're going to hope for a bounce here against that KV-2. You can see we're not looking at him directly, we are trying to angle. Now, but the best thing for me, what I thought, is just to go and face hug him, but you can see I was angled a little bit to the right and he was able to pen my turret. But you know, it's still a 4 versus 3. We need to take him out. Again, I'm working really well with this M6 here, and we do focus fire and we do manage to take him out. And it just leaves now 2 tanks left. There goes the Skoda, and it just leaves the Leopard. I always choose the wrong way. We know he's capping A, and I'm thinking, right, he's going to cap there. Do I go left or do I go right? What way is he going to go? I always, in this situation, I always choose the wrong freaking direction. Always. He decides to go left, and that is where our M6 is. So I'm now thinking, right, is he going to run past the M6? Is he going to take a shot from the M6 and then run away? Or is he going to just come back the other way? So I've decided to go this way. We do have a max roll ready, so we're just going to wait for him to come, and we do get that high roll. So that game we got 3 kills, 2.4k damage, and we did manage to block 740. So is the tank worth it? Of course. Any battle pass tank is worth it. As I say, every battle pass, it's $5. You get everything with it. You get the tank, you get all the XP, you get all the goodies as you do in every battle pass. So yes, it's worth it. It's a well spent $5 in my opinion. So enjoy the tank. It's not bad. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.
With